a super secret location deep within the mountains of Colorado, it's time to strap up, strap in, or strap on with your host, Shenanigans in One Shot. It's From the Ashes Radio!
There we are. Now we got it. Folks, how do we sound? Can you hear us okay? I know we look amazing, but how do we sound?
Hopefully better. And I thought we would open up the show with me, christening
Your
mic.
microphone.
So there was some complaints about me not sounding as good as I do in person. So
yeah, that's what the complaints were.
So they got these mic sock thingies. I've not been in radio my whole life, so I didn't know what they're talking about, but I guess they go on your mic.
It's one place you can put them. I'm not saying that that's used.
Put it down like that.
Yeah, you want to tighten it up. You want to roll from the base.
From the base.
Yeah, squeeze the air out of
No,
the tip.
roll from the top to
Down
the base.
to the base.
Down
Yes.
to the base.
That's why I have two kids.
Oh man, here we go.
Thank you to
sound any different now?
You do, and you look amazing. Thank you to the Quilted Koozie for making these for us. Cannot thank you enough. Really appreciate them. They are awesome. Folks, how do we sound? Can you hear us okay? Is everything the way it's supposed to be? We have a very important in-studio guest. You know him. You love him. Yes, it is Pipes. Well, we love him, and Brandon. What's up, man?
I only know him as Brandon.
What are you looking at? That camera's not working quite yet. We're still working.
Oh, we're not even using that camera.
No. You're adjusting your. So he's trying to work, and we're completely fucking him right now. Randy Almquist sound good. I feel like you're a biased opinion, Randy, but we appreciate that your feedback. I mean, and Allie is already in the green room.
here.
What the heck?
Wow.
It's going to be that kind of show.
Somebody needs to fix her clock.
Yeah. I wonder if she's broadcasting from the bathtub again. Whatever. Anyway, but how's your week, man?
Not too bad. It's Monday. I tell
know.
you that every Monday. You're
I
like,
know.
how's your week? It's Monday.
Well, it's been a week since I've seen you, so that counts.
Okay.
I love that he's trying to use the mouse that doesn't do anything to
2 for 2.
Look, man, we have a lot of equipment in here that we're planning on using. We're just not there yet. So we need a wireless mouse. We need chairs. We need that camera. We need to get a USB to C adapter to make that camera work. That computer doesn't have the correct adapters.
Okay.
So, but it is a very nice camera, though.
Hey, we got a lot of the components working and being used now.
Yeah.
It was one. It was just a laptop. Now there's one, two. There's like half a dozen, 10, something like that.
Does that not
So-
work?
What's that?
Why does the
Did you
noisemakers
mute it?
not do its thing? Well, I don't know.
The
Whatever.
tech guy comes
Doesn't
and now
matter.
all of a sudden things aren't working.
Yeah, so weird.
touching
Bring in the
things.
pro, and suddenly not everything is doing what it's supposed to.
How
Right
was
on.
your week? What's happened in the last week for you? Anything good?
The usuals.
The usuals.
My
How's teaching yoga been?
yoga class on Friday was amazing. Like it really was awesome.
I heard some good stuff, bro.
You did. I'm glad to hear that. So there was a big. We had 3 of your youth students there. They showed up.
That's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
I don't know how common it is for people to get their kids to go to yoga, but I have not seen a lot of that. And we have kids coming to our yoga class now.
And now that we're going to be affiliated with Comeback Yoga, like officially and stuff,
I know.
it's gonna be pretty awesome. Yeah. And
I've done 5 years of yoga and never seen kids there.
seriously,
Oh, yeah. No, 2018, 2017, I've been doing. No. When was the Aurora shooting?
oh wow,
Yeah. It was about 6-8 months before that because then I got some of my friends who were at that into yoga.
really.
Yeah. And that really helped them through that whole time.
That's what I like hearing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a better mic stand for One Shot. I know he has a face for radio, but still want to see him. He's still. That's why we brought him in.
No, the big thing is the camera angle. We get to the other camera.
I think
It's gonna be a
you're right
better
because
angle.
it's like showing it.
Exactly. Because we're aimed up so much.
You look
It's
like-
giving a
yeah.
reverse
Remember that?
POV.
Yes. Not the description I would have used, but yes. Do you remember that show with the guy that had the neighbor over the fence and you never saw the neighbor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tim the
Tool Time.
Tool Man. Tool
Pamela
Time,
Anderson
yeah.
started on that show.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what you look like right now.
Maybe we should keep it like that.
Howdy,
forever.
neighbor. Yeah, exactly. As if in order to keep your identity.
Well, also the reality is it's because of an accident that happened overseas. I don't have a chin,
Yes. Yeah.
and I don't like. I'm self-conscious about it.
I love where this is going. Hey, speaking of which, I hope all of you filled out your primary ballots and were able to write my name in. I know there's a lot of Republican folks on there. Did you get a chance to fill in? Did you write me in?
I have not. My mail just got forwarded though.
Okay.
It's coming soon.
You have time. You have
Yeah.
time. So yeah. And it's ROB. Yeah. So just make sure you spell everything right. Cause yeah. Anyway, Michael Peterson, good evening, gentlemen. What's up? Home improvement. Yeah. Sage Shelton. Adis is watching. Adis, thank you from Colorado Moto Service. I love that guy. Only guy that touches my motorcycle. You ever talk to
He's the only guy that's willing to.
It's there's a little gross in spots. I get it. What were you gonna say? Something?
No, nothing.
Anyway, well, it's 6:07 p.m. Do we want to talk about Combat Carl?
Combat Carl. So unfortunately, I have two. One of them's quick. I told you about it earlier this week. Unfortunately,
Is it the Florida Army National
it's
Guard?
from 6 years ago, but I just saw it yesterday, day before yesterday.
Those
So
are the
folks,
best ones.
If you remember, what was it, like 3 or 4 months ago? We talked about a story about a gentleman that was pulled over for suspicion of DUI, and he moved his dog into the driver's seat.
Yes, I
and
do
then he
remember
took
the
the
story
passenger
very
seat.
clearly.
Okay, try to
I assumed it was a friend of ours until you read the story,
blame it on the dog. So this one,
which is silly because the dog wasn't old enough to drive.
I saw it and I had to do some gazoogling, on the old interweb, and I found it right away. There's like page after page after page
of this whole story.
Of this whole story about a gentleman named Earl. Yes, he's named Earl, and he's from Florida, and he was pulled over on suspicion
It's
of
probably a
DUI.
neighbor.
Yeah,
He's,
this is you
it's
now.
Brandon's neighbor. He's pulled over on suspicion of DUI, and he said, "Officer, I was not drinking and driving. I only drank at the stoplights and stop signs." He
Well, yeah.
proceeded to blow, like hours later, he proceeded to have his official BAC like 0.15. So he was
Makes perfect sense. I mean, he wasn't. What just fell?
Just my phone.
Was that
No worry.
skull splitter?
that was close, bro.
Yeah.
Nah. I want to shake
least
it.
it
Can you
got
put
medic on
that
board.
down during the show, please?
Quit swinging that thing around before you take somebody's eye out with the thing. I want to shave with this one day. I love this thing. It makes me feel like I'm in The Patriot with Mel Gibson. Oh yeah. Did you just take away my toy? What the?
All right, so let's do a real combat Carl, a real, I would say Private Carl, but it's not Private Carl. It's Lieutenant Colonel Carl.
Sexual Those are the best ones.
Sex offenses.
Offenses.
Sex offenses for three senior Army officers end with plea deals and reprimands.
But I think they get to keep their rank and stay in service.
Doesn't that
Dude,
shit?
they
piss me
literally,
off?
messed
okay, I read
up.
through this and like some of it, it's all, I'm not trying to say like, oh, some sex offenses aren't bad and some are, but these are not catastrophic. Holy shit. Like he didn't like tie up like 50 women and rape them randomly, but it was bad.
Okay.
Right. Cameras in dressing rooms.
What?
Requests for blowjobs. I mean,
I request one evening.
right. Some of
Junior just dry heaved. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Very awesome. To other service members, like lieutenants, like colonels, like, hey, hun, you want to make
you want
you want to make captain a little faster?
It's a nice butter bar you got there. You want to make it silver, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah. But they basically got
Jesus Christmas. People are
they
disgusting.
basically got no punishment.
They got a well,
They
They
kept
kept
it-
that letter of reprimand.
They got a letter of reprimand. Kept jobs, no permanent record.
that's fucked, dude. That is completely
Don't
fucked.
have to register as sex offenders.
If you have to, I'm never coming home, Junior says.
At least not when mom and dad are home at the same time.
That fucking pisses me off to absolutely no end for a variety of reasons. If you ever have to wonder why recruiting is a problem, there is a big hunk of it right there. Pardon me, Mike Stan. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to treat you that way. There is a big hunk of it right there. Parents are not going to let their kids enlist or go to a service academy.
At least
Because-
encourage.
Yeah, because Yeah.
Oh, that's what I want to set them
No.
up for failure, or I want to set them up for. Like it takes a lifetime of achievement academically, athletically, like in the community to get to like the Air Force Academy, right? That takes a lot of parent involvement.
Yeah.
As a parent, why would I want to do all that extra work and prep to like line them up to be able to get into the Air Force Academy or the Naval Academy
Mhm.
or West Point?
to put my
Or-
kid in front of a predator.
What do they have for the crayon eaters? What's it called?
They go to the Naval Academy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do you know why they go to the Naval Academy?
No, Seth. Why do they go to the Naval
Because they're
Academy?
fucking Navy. God, I love doing that.
Brandy Hunter's ears just sparked up. She's, hey, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, like it's disgusting. Some of the things in there, I will say, were not bad at all.
Oh, what do you tell me? Like what? What do you
It
mean?
was like Colonel so-and-so has a torn shoulder and he asked for help getting his icy hot. Is that sexual assault? Remember I said, I
don't
get
think
it.
it's assault,
Wow.
but what's the next one down?
Live
Harassment.
video is
Yeah.
interrupted.
You got to wonder where the icy hot was going.
Right, but
Wanna get the
there was
inner
some
thighs
things
right
in there
here?
where, oh, he brushed my shoulder.
Oh yeah,
Bitch, this is the fucking military. This is not your corporate job where you get to cry
You-
over. But I'm not taking.
You are
I
going
don't
to
want to take
combatives
away
class next week.
all of it. I'm saying that some of it was like really, but there was some bad enough stuff in there where I think a whole lot more than a reprimand letter should have been done. Like you lose some fucking rank, and that's going to bring up
No,
something
no,
else I was
no.
thinking of.
I think you got.
Oh, yeah.
Is he
and
going?
you-
Is he going to center field at halftime at the Super Bowl?
Oh no, well,
You're right. That's pedophiles.
no, that's
Yeah.
pedophile. I think that's
We
different.
talked about that. Yeah.
Maybe dishonorably discharged.
Yeah.
Maybe discharged at the minimum, so he
Yeah,
did.
other than honorable.
He wasn't able to do it to another soldier.
If I'm going to put you on the spot and you're not allowed to comment, I understand.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this for someone who's?
Oh, I want to see him kicked out. Press charges legally. There's no reason for that. Putting women cameras in dressing rooms and stuff.
Well, I mean, and I
Yeah,
don't
gotta go.
know. Agree
At the
with that.
minimum,
The
I won't
icy
even
hot
talk
is-
about the
It's not just
the
women.
level of being put
Yeah.
out. Right? I'm saying he's at least put out of the military. And there's 3 of them. This isn't one case, one time. And we know that there's a lot of this. We know how it works with even senior NCOs. And this is what I wanted to get into in a minute.
Yep.
Once you become a senior NCO, what does it take to demote your rank?
An act of
An
Congress.
act of fucking Congress.
Right, 3
Really?
congressmen or women.
Yeah.
3 Congress. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's an act of Congress to take my rank.
That's
Are you
pretty.
E7 yet?
That's a
Not
pretty
yet.
big deal.
Yeah,
Meaning like
yeah.
a lot of things don't get there because it's an act of Congress when it really should just be.
And Congress can't agree on anything
The,
right now.
the
Right?
reason it's so much worse, people join the military for a variety of different reasons. I want to get out of my hometown. I want to go to college. I want to go to some of those people that join. I want to get away from the abuse I'm dealing with. And this is a quick way for me to get away from the abuse. So now here I am, and fucking Colonel Muckety Muck decides to take a picture of his driver while she or he is getting changed in the fucking dressing room. Yeah. That needs to go to work.
Lose rank, put out of the military, permanent record,
Yep.
registered just like any other sex offender.
Oh, you're at
These
21
are like
years in the
bare
military.
minimums.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
I agree
bare
with your
minimums.
pension.
I think those are bare minimums that we could across the board agree with.
There is nothing that the 3 people sitting here find more frustrating than a loss of trust. And that is
absolutely.
a violation of trust.
Mhm.
A big one.
Yeah. That is the number one thing. Do you remember the DS who would dress as Superman and make his AIT privates blow him? No, I seem to have missed that story. However, I would
Who
like to.
has that? Please send it.
One of our favorite listeners. Wow. No, I have never, ever heard that story, but I want to.
If that's
Yeah.
one of our regular listeners,
And-
who they know how to get a hold of me. Please send me that.
She's a regular participant.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Please
So
send me
please,
that
we need to hear that
so
story.
we can have Carl
or Carla.
Superman Carl.
You know, and before we bring on our guest, in the exact same breath, some of the things that we did in the barracks and things like that, running around with fucking Budweiser boxes on our heads, nothing else on, kind of shit. I mean,
Oh yeah. But my experience
Just
was a
me?
lot different.
No?
So
No.
in my generation of being in the military, I was combat arms. When
Mhm.
combat arms
Mhm.
did not have females.
Mhm.
We were an all male unit. I've never had a female in my unit. That changes the dynamic of things.
You've been in through the transition when you started, right? Combat
I
engineers.
didn't transitioned.
I'm not a combat engineer, but
You're not.
no, I'm vertical engineer.
Oh,
I'm
excuse me.
construction guy.
Sorry.
Yep. But yeah, I was there during the transition and they're having a hard time adapting.
Is that because you're tall?
you
You made fun of me for being short earlier, so
And I know that
That was excellent. That was well timed, well placed. That was excellent, dude. All right, we have got to bring in our guest because at this point, it's getting out of hand here. Hold on a second. Let me go over here, click on a button, and blah, 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 and there he is. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is Aron.
How's it going?
Better than we deserve, man. How's it going with you?
Going good. You guys were cracking me up.
Well,
that's why they pay us the big bucks. We're funny.
We're not just stunning good looks and giant penises, you know. Aron, welcome to From the Ashes. What are you turning knobs? Why are you breaking stuff? Ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, Aron is the. You know what? Why don't you give your title? Why am I introducing you? You introduce you.
I am the banquet chairman for Northern Colorado American Heroes in Action.
American Heroes in Action. What the heck is that?
So we are a nonprofit. We basically send injured first responders. We include firefighters in that.
Just alienated 50% of our audience. Keep talking, Aron.
Yeah. I mean, you know, firefighting the hose get a little mad.
The CPR monkeys, but keep talking.
First responders. We send them on all outdoor paid expenses. So whether if they want to go skydiving, fishing, hiking, hunts, and not just like little hunts, we'll send 5 guys to Alaska for fishing, or we'll send a group of guys to the Gulf of Mexico, or bear hunts up in Canada.
Wow. And you run, well, first of all, you're the guy for the banquet in Colorado. Are you guys 50 states wide? Excuse me. Sorry. I don't know.
No, we have not, we don't have a chapter in every state yet. We would obviously love to get to something like that. We are, I believe, in 5 states now. We're here, Arizona, Texas, Florida. We include Wyoming and Northern Colorado, Kansas. I think that's
wow.
it. Yeah.
All right. Very cool.
Anyone across the country can sign up. And it's free.
I think it's been shown repeatedly we were having this conversation during show prep today. Outdoor therapy, doing things is one of the best things you can do for the veteran and first responder community with all the stuff they get going. It's amazing. So
it's just getting a group of guys back together.
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's camaraderie.
Yeah.
It bothers me. Does it bother you that we bond over mutual suffering?
It's so much fun though. It's such a tight knit bond. No one suffers like we suffer.
Yeah, oh, we're gonna go climb that mountain, man. Fuck that.
Trauma bond.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Trauma bonds. Yes.
We're gonna go jump out of that airplane, man. Fuck that.
What? We have to eat MREs for the next 2 straight weeks?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but you're doing it with people that you get along with, so it's okay. Aron, did you serve in the military or are you first responder?
Both. I was Air Force. I was a canine handler. Then got out and was Denver PD and was just recently retired from that.
You're retired from the Denver Police Department, huh?
We have friends.
Yeah, we have lots of friends.
They retired me.
Oh, they retired you. Yes. Okay. Got that.
Yeah.
Check. How long were you in the Air Force for?
10 years.
Nice. As a dog handler? That's kind of cool. Yeah. Did you get to keep your dog?
No, I wish.
That's some bullshit, man. I hate that.
When I was in Hawaii, I worked a lot with the Marine dog handlers, and it was so much fun.
Really?
Yeah, as part of a Shits and Dog Club, and so there was a bunch of there was a bunch of.
See, even he can't keep a straight face. Oh, hey, we gotta watch our language. Hi, you are perfect. How are you? What's your name?
Isabella.
Isabella, you're on the radio right now.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
You are famous.
Can you go help mommy?
Oh, come on. We wanted to hear about the dog. Bye,
Oh, she'll tell
Isabella.
you about all kinds of stuff. She has no filter.
We would have gone full PG.
Yes, we would. Yeah,
13.
it's very rare this show goes PG.
Once a year. Once
Can
a year
you
we
hook
do
me
a
up
PG.
with Aron to talk about Denver PD? Yes. So we have a listener that would like to talk to you offline about Denver PD.
Stay away.
Stay away.
If you want my honest opinion, stay away.
Well, okay. Well, listener, there's your answer. Anyway,
No, they can hit me up. I'll answer whatever they want.
tell us about American Heroes in Action. That sounds like super badass. Jumping out of airplanes, bear hunts, fishing in Alaska.
Yeah, we'll send basically. So you go on our website. As long as you're a veteran, first responder, you can fill out our application. There's no fee or anything. We just want to know who you are and what you did and what you're interested in.
Okay.
And then we'll blast out, say we have a hunt coming up. We'll send out an email to everybody, and it's basically the first to respond gets to go. We'll do duck hunts, geese hunts, hog hunts, pheasant hunts. If you can think of it, we'll do it.
We keep getting invited on hog hunts and we never actually make it happen.
You've never gone hog hunting? Come on now. You were in
There
the
was
Army.
this one time, but that's a whole nother story. There was this one time. But
Yeah, if you're in the Army or
anyway.
the Marines, you've been hog hunting.
Spoken like a true Air Force guy. Anyway, so apparently when we were talking, tickets for your banquet closed yesterday. Is that correct?
Actually, we extended it just because we pushed it. Yep, we pushed it until tomorrow night for the Northern Colorado banquet.
It was because he was going to be on our show and wanted to give us and our listeners the opportunity.
Yeah,
Can you give us the details on how to get
Send
them?
it, dude.
What we get to
So
do
if
when
you
we
go
go?
on AmericanHeroesInAction.org, you'll see on the website there'll be a banquets. There'll be like a little hyperlink for banquets. Click on that. Then you'll click on Northern Colorado banquet. It's this Saturday, February 24th. Doors open at 4:30 at the Embassy Suites in Loveland.
Say all that again.
So 4:30, doors open, February 24th. So this Saturday, the Embassy Suites in Loveland. Tickets are for a single $75, couple $120. You could buy up to a table that ranges from $650 to $850. And that includes your steak dinner or salmon dinner. All you can drink beer all night. Plus from 4:30 to 6, we have 10th Mountain whiskey. Drink
You're
until
not
it's
going
gone.
to get cell service here.
Yeah.
This far underground, you have to have the Wi-Fi password. Yeah, give him the phone. You got it. What do you call it? That's awesome, dude. So let's say that I'm like thinking about it, but it's my wife's birthday on Thursday or something. Blah 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 blah. You know, I was planning on taking her to the Broncos game or something stupid like that. Oh, I can share it. Can I buy tickets at the door?
There is no ticket sales at the door. We have to let the hotel know how many steak or salmon dinners we are getting.
So if you're listening to this station and you're listening to this radio show right now, lean over. Your wife is sitting right next to you on the couch while you're playing on your phone anyway. Say, hey, baby, what are you doing Saturday night? You want to go to a really cool banquet?
She'll want to go.
Say, I would love that.
There's even stuff for the ladies there.
Well, we are female listeners right now. So I'm talking to you, female listener, with your Denver Health Knife and Gun Club. Your man wants to go to this. So go buy 2 tickets and surprise him on Saturday afternoon. Baby, I'm taking you to this sweet ass banquet up in Denver. We're doing this. Is it in Denver? Did you say?
Loveland. There is a
Loveland.
Denver banquet as well.
Even better.
The Denver banquet is in April. So if you missed the Loveland one, come to the Denver one.
Now, let's say that I don't know, own a company that makes hatchets for splitting skulls and stuff, and I want to make a donation so that you can auction this off and raise money. Are you still accepting donations?
We are for every banquet. If you were sent something for the Loveland banquet, we've now sent all our donor information to the press to get our pamphlets made. So unfortunately, you won't be in the banquet pamphlet. However, for the Denver one, you would be. And if they want to get in touch with us, they can either reach out to me through email, or if they go on the main website, AmericanHeroesInAction.org, it has all our contact info there.
I feel like you should give that email up on the air.
Yeah, it's Aron, Aaron, M, at AmericanHeroesInAction.org.
There it is. There it is, folks. You need to get these tickets, folks. And let's say that you own a business right now and, hey, you just did your taxes and you're like, wow, we need to make a lot more charitable donations next year. Well, it is next year. So look up American Heroes in Action and, make a donation because they could really use your help.
We have a lot of generous donors from all over the place.
So, Aron, tell us what 2024 looks like for American Heroes in Action. Let's say you make $100,000 at your banquet because you're super excited and everybody loves it. What are you going to do with all that? Tell us about what's
all that, everything. So we have 0 paid employees. So everything goes back to veterans. I don't get paid. None of the banquet committee gets paid. None of the presidents for any of the chapters get paid. So everything goes back to veterans and first responders.
Sounds familiar, just like us.
Yeah, sounds right. Just like a nonprofit.
And you forgot to say second responders.
Yeah, firefighters are the second responders. They always show up second.
We have a very loyal listener who says, would you all, and he said y'all, but he didn't put the apostrophe in there, y'all be interested in a donation of a custom Damascus knife to raffle off?
We would love it.
There you have it, Michael Peterson. There's your answer.
Love it.
Just so you know, that's not a random dude in his garage. That's a dude that was on Forged in Fire that makes some really fire
stuff. Would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. It's pretty badass stuff. So
yeah. So so some of the items we have at our banquet go anywhere from, we have a signed Jimmy Buffett guitar.
Wow.
I'm actually trying to last minute get a Toby Keith guitar snuck in. I'm still working on that.
Ooh, holy crap.
Yeah. We have hunts in Africa that are all inclusive. We have Alaska fishing trips. We have a firearm from Phoenix Weaponry that they custom made for us at 308. And we got some really cool prizes and stuff. Auction items.
I just got 308 reasons to go.
Yeah.
You guys better show up. It's going to be awesome. And there's stuff for all the ladies. So for all the lady listeners, there's concealed carry purses. We have a bunch of
that's cold right here.
We have a bunch of handguns. We have date night packages. We have wine, all kinds of stuff.
Wow. See, I wish I didn't already have plans because I would totally go to that.
Oh, my wife just called me and said she's only there for guns. She don't take no purses.
That's awesome, dude. All right, so like I said, what are you guys doing with the 2024? What's on the schedule?
We are looking to send. So last year we sent, I believe it was 72 trips. So obviously more than one a week. So we are trying to raise those numbers up. We want anyone who signs up, obviously, to get whatever if they sign up, we want to be able to send them on whatever kind of outdoor adventure they want. And the cool thing is, let's say you're a vet and you want to go fly fishing up in the mountains. You can contact the outfitter, figure out the price, let us know, and we'll pay for it.
Oh, you don't even have to schedule.
Try to work out a deal with the outfitter and say, okay, we'll pay for it at full price. Can we do like a buy one, get one or something like that? So if there's some kind of special trip you want, contact us, let us know what it is, and we'll try to hook you up.
We'd have to talk after this offline. I have one of my best friends from my sniper unit in the Army runs Operation Reboot up in Maine and hosts all sorts of hunts and cool stuff. That
in Maine?
Maine.
Is there cool hunting in Maine?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Really?
Big mooses.
We live in Colorado, dude. I mean, there's mooses everywhere.
Get a couple Canadians.
What'd you say, Aron? I'm sorry.
So you can get some Canadians and moose up there.
We need to have him on the show more often.
Folks, we're hunting Canucks tonight.
You have a permanent invite to the show. You can come on anytime you'd like.
Would love to.
That's one of the best I've heard. Outstanding. I love it. American Heroes in Action. So tell us a little more. Where can we get more information? Are you on the gram, Facebook?
We do not have an Instagram. That has now been my new job to try to come up with the Instagram and get all the photos and everything. But it's been like 60-hour weeks trying to finalize this banquet. We do have a Facebook, so just AmericanHeroesInAction.org is or American Heroes in Action. We have the main Facebook page, and then we have NOCO, American Heroes in Action, specifically for Northern Colorado.
Nice, very cool. All right, excellent.
And we are posting on there nonstop.
Very cool. Well, I want to be as respectful as your time as possible, so I'm going to hand you to my hetero life mate over here, and he's going to give you all the details for the rest of it.
Aaron, thank you so much for being on the show. Number one, that was fun.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us.
I got some good laughs. At the end of your guest time with us, we give you a couple minutes to go over anything we might have glossed over, anything that you wanted to talk about that just didn't get talked about. Of course, remind us of your contacts, handles, et cetera, so that those who missed it, writing it down can write it down again. It's your time to shine.
Yeah, so everybody listening, I'm Aron from Northern Colorado chapter of American Heroes in Action. I am the banquet chairman. Our first NOCO banquet ever is this Saturday, February 24th in Loveland at the Embassy Suites. Get your tickets before tomorrow night because we are ending ticket sales for the Loveland tomorrow night. If you miss Loveland, we will have one in April for Denver only, but it's going to be a whole different crowd. It'll be more of a Denver crowd than probably what you're used to than the NOCO crowd. Our Facebook, American Heroes in Action, our NOCO Facebook page, NOCO American Heroes in Action. If you want to reach out to me, you can get me at Aron M, as in Mike, at AmericanHeroesInAction.org.
One of our longtime listeners, so like long before we even started the show, wants to know, what do you do in other states? Where in Florida are you serving?
I believe they are the chapter chairman president of the Florida one resides in Fort Myers.
There it is. There you go, Randy. That answers your question. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with Aron with American Heroes in Action. They have their banquet, their fundraising banquet this coming Saturday. There are still tickets available, only because Aron decided to come on this show. Thanks a lot for that, by the way. We really appreciate it.
I literally got with the founder last night, finally got in touch with him about some other stuff and was like, hey, we need to push the ticket sales. We need to push them until after we get on the radio with you guys.
And they are still accepting donations. So just like Michael Peterson, who's going to donate a Damascus knife, if you are a business owner and you have some stuff that you would say, hey, this could really benefit, they could use this to raise some money, help out American Heroes in Action. It's very, very important. And yeah, Aron, we can't thank you enough for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, man.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate what you guys do. Thank you so much.
Have a great night, bud.
Thank you. You as well.
This button right here, and then this button right here, and then this button right here, and then I sound like a lark. Hello, Aloysius.
Hello, banana heads. So I'm broadcasting from my bedroom. Lucky you guys.
Nice. That I'm trying to not get divorced right now. Anyway, anytime I broadcast from my bedroom, I get threatened with lawsuits.
So let me tell you about Superman, Drill Sergeant Superman.
We got to hear this story.
So when I was stationed at Fort Eustis, fucking useless. I hated that place, but it was a USAREC camp, right? So like training camp. So all the transportation guys used to come. So used to go there for training. So it made the Army Times. Did you catch that?
I did.
So in the paper, this AIT drill sergeant would dress up as Superman and would make his male privates below him. And the reason he dressed up as Superman is for some reason he convinced these privates that by blowing them would give them better PT scores. And the privates Yep. It was a Hispanic drill sergeant. If I think real hard, I'd be able to remember his name, but I can't. But I remember it was a Hispanic drill sergeant, and I knew of him because my housemate was Hispanic, and they were from Colorado. And
it all checks out, doesn't it?
He was reduced in rank and all this stuff, and I don't know what happened to him. I mean, I just read the story, but that happened.
I mean, to his credit, I struggled with sit-ups.
Yeah.
He did need a passing score. 32 to
He could help you find the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's stupider?
Fucking awful, Allie.
The drill sergeant. I know, it's fucking hilarious. But like, which one is worse, being the private or being the drill sergeant? Like,
definitely the private.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Because you're not.
Come on now.
You blew a dude, and you're not getting a good PT score.
Imagine how much of a smooth talker this guy had to be to actually convince more than one private
Dude, this
to
dude could
blow
sell
'em,
ice
to
to
increase
a fucking
Eskimos.
Eskimo.
I can't convince the fucking waiter or the check cashier at McDonald's to supersize my meal and I'm paying for it. How does this dude talk a bunch of privates into, look, man, if you suck my dick, you're getting a much better PT score? How does that work?
Listen, I don't know. I didn't ask the questions. I didn't talk to the guy, but
Good
Neither did they.
Lord. Yeah, clearly.
yeah, this is
Oh
back
my-
in Jesus Christ. We're getting ready to go to Iraq 2006. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's probably why I
Jesus,
missed
I was
the story.
still in then.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's probably why I
Holy
missed the
moly.
story. I feel like that one 2006. We were a nation at war. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
other things.
There were
in
other
the
things to do.
headlines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
So some news. Moving on from blowjobs.
I've never
My-
have.
Why
But
would we?
keep talking.
So my local TV access people have offered me my own TV show. Half an
Holy
hour.
shit!
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to be called. So I asked a couple of my Raider friends who were in a group chat who helped me with veterans claims. And one of them said, Allie, knowing you, like your personality, it should be listen to me or don't. I get paid either way with Allie.
Why are you not sticking with Allie Says Nope?
I don't want my TikTok involved in TCAM, which is the network. It would have to be, so it's geared more to the older veterans, Korean War, Vietnam, and however many World War II guys we have left. And not so much our generation, because we're not watching cable access, right? The old people are older.
Well, once they
seasoned.
find out you're on, they are.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, do our generation, do we still have cable? Like we stream
I
everything.
do, but only so we can watch the Broncos. But keep talking.
Yeah. So I need a name to call the show. So you guys help me, or your
I got
listeners call me, or the WTF Nation people. What should I name my show?
Well, just put your phone number real quick on the on
Yeah.
the Facebook on the show, and I'm sure you'll
I got
get
you,
lots
Allie.
of
Hang on a
ideas.
second
Yeah,
here. I'll
hold
do
on.
that for you.
Yeah. No, oh my God! Don't do that. Don't do that.
Quickest way to lose a guest.
Yeah, I actually just got
Body
I just got a
parts.
text message at dinner. Hey, do you have a quick minute? I said, no, I'm having dinner with family. Oh, okay. Well, quickly, I just wanted to tell you. And I'm like,
I
I don't know
just
if you
said
can
no.
see this. Like, do you see this whole lit up screen? This is just quickly what he
Quickly.
wants to tell me. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
not
just real quick.
answering this. It's a holiday today. I'm not working. I'm family dinner. Like, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, as you should. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Boundaries, man. Like, and you guys know, like, my heart bleeds for you guys. There's almost nothing. I won't blow job a Superman drill sergeant, but there's almost nothing I won't do for you guys. But like,
Well,
Guess I'm hanging up my cape.
I guess everybody has their lines.
everybody has their limits, yeah. But like, be respectful of other people's times, and not just like VSOs, but like other professionals. Miami.
What?
Oh, I was just
Miami?
answering this question.
You're answering.
Miami.
What's Miami, boss?
What do you do in other states? Where in Florida are you serving? Oh, Miami. I don't know. This is coming up on your chats. I'm just reading your chats.
Look, I don't read the questions from
Oh,
these
you don't-
people. I mean, they're all insane.
Yeah. So
Like,
Brandon
that's
Bartlett.
crazy.
Yeah.
Never heard of
Hi,
him.
Brandon. How are you, my guy? How you been
I'm
hiding?
doing pretty good. How are you?
Yeah. Hi. How are you
That's our
texting
troll.
there? It's coming there, and it's not even. Where are you texting from?
Our studio.
Oh, I didn't even know you had your
studio?
phone. I'm like, oh, Brandon, hey. Where are you?
How are you doing this?
Oh my god!
This is a fun conversation to be a
Right?
part of. I'm having a really good
I'm
time.
almost lost.
I even shared out the Northern Colorado
All right.
About Face radio page already.
So we are looking for a name for Allie's new TV
Yep,
show,
and you don't have to-
30-minute
you don't have
TV
to give it
show.
to me today, but I'm gonna need a name here soon. And then
So I'm
so
reaching
let's-
out to our expert. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So then the VA has come out with new rules on DBQs. I don't have mine. I'm in my bedroom.
Here, borrow mine.
Thank you. So DBQs, disability benefits questionnaires, right? And if you guys are familiar with DBQs, if you're not familiar with DBQs, let me tell you what DBQs are. Most of the time, DBQs will take the place of a VA comp and pen exam. So you file for compensation and like migraines, right? You file for migraines. technically the VA does not have to call you for an examination, especially if you don't have any treatments, complaints, or anything in your records, in your service treatment records. The VA does not have to call you for an examination. They do so as a courtesy, but I hear all the time, the VA never called me. Do you have anything in your service treatment records? No. Well, that's why. So they don't have to call you. So instead, what they do is they send you a DBQ, a disability benefits questionnaire. And it comes with like 15 questions specific to whatever injury or illness you're claiming. So migraines, they're going to ask for frequency and they're going to ask for severity. Is there aura? Do you get nauseated? Do you actually vomit? Is there noise sensitivity? For lower back, they're going to ask what the range of motion is. Can you lift, 20 pounds? Can you lift 30 pounds? For your knees, they're going to ask, can you squat? Can you run? Right? So each DBQ is specific to whatever illness or injury you are claiming. Okay.
And
What
DBQ, say what it stands for one more time.
Disability benefits questionnaire.
Questions. Okay.
Yeah. So veterans have caught on that if you pay these attorneys who have these doctors or these nurse practitioners in their pockets, these people will fill out a DBQ for you. So you don't have to go to the examination. You can just turn in your DBQ, which will take place of the exam. So the VA has, it happens all the time. The VA has caught on. So now there is policy where if the rater catches a DBQ from a doctor or physician or MA, and it's 100 miles or more from where the veteran lives, that's a huge red flag. And that's like almost an automatic denial. Like now the VA knows that you paid this physician to rule in your favor. So no more DBQs to just like, okay, the rater sees a DBQ. All right, this lines up with 38 CFR, check 30% service connected. Now raters.
Allie,
yeah.
Are you aware? Are there like scams out there for veterans for their
tons?
Really?
Tons. Chisholm and Chisholm, that's one of the biggest ones. VA Vets Insider, they fucking suck. There's like my rival on TikTok. I hate this guy.
I know you're having a good time. Hold on. What's a Chisholm and Chisholm?
It's an attorney. It's a law firm, and they do VA claims, but they will take like 20% of your back pay, and they file the same paperwork I do. They have to follow the same rules, the same laws, everything, except I do it for free and I'm really fucking good at it. And these attorneys will charge up to 20%. They will wait almost an entire year to actually file because the more money
so their back pay is bigger.
Exactly. So meanwhile, this veteran who may make too much money for VA healthcare and is waiting on a percentage to be seen at the VA because prescriptions are cheaper at the VA. Now this whole veteran is suffering for an entire year because they need that service-connected disability to get into the VA because VA healthcare is income-based. However, if you have a service-connected disability, you do not have to disclose your income and you can be seen at the VA. If you are 50% or below, you can be seen at the VA for what you're service connected for. If you're 50% or more, you can be seen at the VA for free, right? So these veterans who make too much money need to be seen for specialty care, need to be seen at the VA clinic, but they can't because they make too much money. So you get the service connected disability percentage, but they're waiting a year because the lawyer wants 20% of their back pay. Like
when I first got out, I got it. You buy a house and then for the next 6 months, you get a bunch of mail about insurance and refining and things like that. When I first got out, I got nonstop bombarded from the attorneys, even though I had already filed. I had a VSO file for me, but as I'm waiting there, anyway, so I looked into it a little bit and this is a same thing. Like that's legitimately what they do. Like they hold on to it or hold on to and slow down your pay as much as possible because it increases theirs. And all of them at that time, what I was finding, it was significantly more than 20% of your back pay.
Wow.
So that's totally illegal. So the VA knows that like these law firms have to be registered with the VA, but by law, they can't charge more. I want to say the max is like 25% 25%, unless it's changed. So there is a cap on how much these attorneys can charge. But 25% of like $30,000, like that's a lot, dude. When you can go to a VSO who does it for free. Like
That's banana. I didn't know this was a thing.
yeah,
So,
like and the veteran, like VA Vet Insider and all these like Facebook groups, guys, they are trash. They are trash because your buddies don't know the process, just like you didn't know the process. So if you're going to, if you're looking to senior leadership, like, hey, Sergeant Major, how do you? Your fucking Sergeant Major doesn't know what he's doing because he's not a VSO. He's not in that profession. Everybody, when they get out of service, they're in the same fucking boat. What do I do next? So unless you are a veteran service officer or a raider or a regional officer or a national service officer, just having rank in the military does not make you suitable to file a VA claim yourself or give advice to others. And the VA actually has a law against that. You can't even gather records for somebody if you're not accredited. Like, but people do it anyway because the VA just isn't cracking down on it. There's no way.
Well,
like I have friends.
I can't
like,
imagine there's an enforcement wing of the Department of Veterans Affairs.
I wish there was. I mean, there's a fraud department. I wish there was an enforcement.
There's a fraud department.
Do they know
There
that the
is.
VA exists?
Wait, is that just the VA?
Yes, there's a fraud department inside the VA, and I've actually only one time I've actually had to file a fraud claim. It was a National Guardsman. It was actually my ex-husband's stepdad.
I'm reserves.
Yeah, he's an old timer, and I just, well, one, he was pissing me off because he was bragging about his 100%, and literally is one of those people that don't deserve it. And you guys know that I'm very liberal with my 100%. Like things happen stateside as well as they do overseas, but he literally did like one drill and milked it, and I'm like, oh no, and he didn't know I was a VSO, so I'm like asking him questions, and nothing is lining up. God bless you.
He already has. I'm here.
I like that answer. So there is a fraud. There is a fraud department with the VA. They do investigate, and then they will back pay, or they will try and recoup that money, and then you're going to jail.
Didn't we talk a few months ago about a guy that was like, I don't know if he was 100% raider or whatnot. Yeah, and was bodybuilding. Yeah, and posting it all over Instagram and like. Yeah, and then he couldn't walk and shit.
Couldn't lift his arms over his shoulders. Couldn't pick up more than 50. I remember this one.
Yeah, it was like a year ago.
Couldn't pick up more than 15
about a year
pounds.
ago.
He was a competitive power lifter and bodybuilder and all this.
Correct. Crap. Yep. Like how fucking dumb you got to be.
Well, we did join the military. I mean,
we did, but you know what? Like I will never regret. Like as you know, like the whole adage about military service members being dumb and being, just some of the smartest people I've ever fucking met in my entire life are service members. You know what I mean? Like we act dumb and we do stupid things, we say stupid things and we laugh at, dumb jokes and shit. But when it counts, when it's supposed to count, some of the most intelligent people I've ever met are service members.
I completely agree. I think you and I are part of a mutual conversation on TikTok about that right this second. So people talking about exactly that because, what do you regret about joining the military? I have no regrets. It got me the hell out of Connecticut. I have no regrets whatsoever. It got
I didn't know you're from Connecticut.
I was about to make a comment too.
Hey, look, it got me out of Connecticut. It got me a bachelor's degree. I dropped out of high school. It got me a bachelor's degree. I'm about to finish a master's degree. I got no complaints.
I didn't know you were in college either. Good. Yeah. I have 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree. Thank you to the U.S. Army. I would have never.
Exactly.
I'm the first person in my entire fucking family going back like 20 generations to ever get a college degree. I'm first generation American. I'm the first female in my family to be in the military. First person to get a college education. Like, thank you, U.S. Army.
Yeah, no argument. Thanks for the VA loan. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
I was about to say I was about to finish my bachelor's, but then the VA cut my fucking educational funds.
Allie, that's something we've been looking for this show for a while. We need someone who's really good with VA education benefits that has a personality slightly lower than yours that can talk about
anybody with a personality like mine. Bitch, please.
That needs to talk about education benefit because even in this room we have questions about our education
So
benefits.
my male bestie is the veterans director at Massasoit College. He's a Marine. We work together for the
Grout.
Commonwealth. He's a good dude. I mean, I'll ask him. He's
Does he
pretty
have a
knowledgeable.
personality? If you put
He's
a
a
microphone
Marine.
in front of him, is he going to be able to talk English?
Uh,
Yeah.
He's a
See,
Marine.
there it is. Yes, exactly.
He's a Marine. Let
Exactly.
me do a little bit of research. Let me see if somebody.
I'll send you the link to this show on YouTube, and you can show it to him. I can do that.
His name's
Yeah,
Brian.
he's got a red crayon hanging out the side of
Knuckles
his
dragging
mouth.
on the
Yeah,
paper.
yeah, no,
Like a
he's a
cigar.
good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
I
But
have to listen
Oh
to
wow,
that
she changed her
I
attitude
have to
quick when
listen
I
to
said that.
asshole one shot make fun of you
Yeah.
for being in the Navy.
no, he's a good guy. He's my male bestie. But yeah, he's knowledgeable. Let me run it by him. And then you know who you should have on the show?
I have a few ideas. You
Ariel
tell me.
Best. Ariel Best. Ariel Best, VA loan lady, the redhead on TikTok. She's all over
follow
my
her.
TikTok.
Well, we would love to, because yeah, veterans definitely need to know about that. We've had a couple of different real estate folks on here. We had Adrian, what's his nuts, on here probably a year or so ago, talking about
Yeah.
VA home loans
Yep.
and stuff.
Yeah, she's
What
got a
Kathy?
personality like me. Like, and she's not a veteran, but like she
Bet
should have
not.
been. She would. I mean, she's like 4'7", so she couldn't be. But she's tough. She's tough, and she knows. She literally has the formula tattooed on her fingers, like the VA formula. Like when you have to like subtract something and divide by something. She's hardcore. She's my go-to.
You're kidding.
I swear to God, she's hardcore.
Really?
Yep.
You're
Yep.
not dedicated to your job unless you tattoo. part
I
of your job
know.
on
That's
your
kind of awesome.
finger.
Yeah, VA loan lady. She's all over my page. Look her up. And then what else did I want to say? Oh yeah,
I'm
so
going
going back
to now.
to DBQs. So don't start paying these physicians $500 for a Nexus letter, $500 for a DBQ. The VA is going to catch on. Your shit's going to get denied, and then you're just I got no luck for you.
That's actually funny you brought that up, Allie. I went on a Revenant Warrior march last weekend.
Yeah,
and
Silky's hike.
I overheard vets talking about there, like $700. I'm at 80%. He guaranteed me 100% for if I just gave him $700 and they'd handle everything. You got to go to this guy. She was almost handing out his number to other people.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
So
it was like-
Look at that face.
right there. You can never. Yeah, it's a blowjob face. You can never guarantee.
Giving or receiving.
Yes.
You can never guarantee 100% ever, because you don't know what's in your medical evidence. You don't know what the 38 CFR says. You don't know if the Raider is in a good mood or a bad fucking mood. You cannot guarantee 100%. The only time you can is if you have an active cancer. You actively have prostate cancer. You actively have testicular cancer or breast cancer. If you have active cancer, then you are 100% until the cancer is removed. So if you have prostate cancer or you have colon cancer, that you're at 100%. Once that cancer is removed, they're going to reduce you down to like 30, depending on what your residuals are. So I see this a lot. Gentlemen, you developed prostate cancer, you make it through, they remove your prostate, but now you have erectile dysfunction. That will give you special monthly compensation because now you have erectile dysfunction, you have loss of reproducing organ. So but some guys don't have or don't end up with erectile dysfunction, so they don't get the special monthly compensation. So it really is residuals and secondaries, especially like hypertension. You have hypertension, and that leads to coronary artery disease. So don't discount your secondaries because they are important. They do add up, but please don't pay for a DBQ. Please don't pay for DBQ.
Allie, what do you have for this week's safety brief?
Well, since last week you told me, or the week before you told me not to cook bacon naked, and I did it anyway. So
Thank you for the picture, by the way.
yes, that you are quite welcome. My fiance is right here. And he's like,
That's why when you said you were broadcasting from bed, I was like, uh-oh.
yeah, he's right here. Ooh, hello.
Yeah, he looks thrilled. Shut that thing off so we can go to bed.
Safety briefings. I got nothing. Oh, seriously, on a serious note, please don't drink and drive. Please don't drink and drive.
But
Don't
what
stop
about
at the stop signs either. I'm joking.
Dude was just going there. That's awesome. Brandon,
Yeah,
what do you got for safety?
there's no need.
Holidays may be over, but people are still having problems with depression and all that. So call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Call one of your buddies.
I did today.
Yeah, call
Good.
one of your battles.
Good call. Real
Yeah.
good call. What do you got?
I like that one.
I do too.
Drive fast, don't die.
Drive fast, take chances.
Text and drive. Left lane is for sitting in. She's from Massachusetts, so she's like, well, yeah, it is, isn't it?
If you're not going 90 miles an hour in the left-hand lane, get the fuck out.
This lane is for crime.
Exactly.
Because I'm a criminal.
We've had 60 and 60. Tomorrow's gonna be 65 degrees in Colorado in
Yeah.
February. So if you're going fly fishing, let someone know where you're going. If you're going to go hit the water, you're going to do something outdoors, let someone know where you're going. So when you're overdue, people know where you are. Cool.
Hoorah.
All right. Allie, you want me to cut you loose before I do Never Forgotten?
No, I'll stay on.
All right. Just give me a second here. Real quick, we end every show with our segment Never Forgotten because the names need to be remembered, folks. Our job is dangerous. The things that we do is dangerous. We need to remember those that are lost in the line of duty. So this comes out of the Seattle Times. The date on it is, what is the date on it? February 18th. Chuck Mawhinney, the Camp Pendleton Marine who became the deadliest sniper in the Corps history while serving in the Vietnam War, died last week at his home in Baker City, Oregon. He was 75. The Marine Corps credited Mawhinney with 103 kills. That dude whacked 103 motherfuckers.
You whacked way more than that, bro.
Holy shit. Oh, as well as 216 probable kills that it could not be confirmed because of the dangerous conditions in which the shootings happened. God damn.
Dude.
Mawhinney, who attended Camp Pendleton Scout Sniper School, made the kills during a 16-month period.
Damn.
It's fucking John Wick right here, man. Wow, that began in early 68 when he was fighting the North Vietnamese Army in Viet Cong. He was a member of Camp Pendleton's 5th Marine Corps Regiment at the time. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are laying your head on your pillows, when you're dropping to your knees and put your hands together, say a prayer for the family of Chuck Mawhinney. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, and I'm so sorry. His family is feeling the loss right now, so thank you. Allie, thank you for being a part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to and being a part of From the Ashes. We really appreciate it. It's always good to have you in studio, man. Yeah, the floor is yours.
One more thing. Hey, 9 Line just dropped those shirts for the soldiers we lost from the 718th, the engineers over there.
Yeah.
They're actually part of my battalion. And the officer I'm replacing, the E5, was one of his team leaders when he went overseas in 2012.
Grunt style, you said?
What's that?
It was
Nine
grunt
line.
style?
Nine
Nine line.
Yep.
Nine.
So I just picked up 4 of them, one for him and a few of my other troops. So go out and show some support. All the profits go to the families. So
Go to 9 Line, folks, and buy a t-shirt. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Love it.
yeah, that one hit close to home right there.